fastest Darce, 45 seconds. Vicente and
Dude,
Themba.
Matt, the Rock's like, hey, I need that house.
100%. I should have got him a condo. Terramana tequila.
Bryce, Mitchell, and the great Kron, Gracie pulling guard in the main event.
That broke my heart, man.
For everybody who keeps calling jiu-jitsu gay, I understand now. But he pulled guard. It was so sensual and slow. Yeah. Watch this. Look how sexy this is. It's so slow.
Hamzat's roast of Sean Strickland.
I don't get it.
That's some weird Chechen humor, dude.
I don't. What does that mean? If I say his father black, he going to be angry.
Welcome back to the Casuals MMA. We are a combat sports and MMA show hosted by very, very casual fans. My name is Gilbert. That's Nick. That's David So with them shoes. And also, someone with the fresh tats. We got Latinx Person of the Year, Alex Acosta.
Latinx of the year.
Can a white comedian make jokes about black
Say
women?
the N-word.
No. Can a white comedian make jokes about black people?
Says Kendrick Lamar about Andrew Schultz. Thoughts?
Probably not, right? Because of like what happened
What
before.
you mean probably racist? He's the problem, dude. He's the Latinx that say the N-word.
But I just like no, because of what their people did to their people.
Yeah, there you go. That's the route you want to go. Keep
For the
going with
longest
that.
time. I feel like black people can make fun of white people all they want. They got years to catch up.
Latinx.
All I know is dun, 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 dun. We not like
We not like we not like us. What?
They not
We
like
not like us.
We not like us.
We like I'm not like me.
Yeah,
I'm not like me.
I not I.
Speaking of we not like us, Kai Asakura lost to Pantoja, Japanese import.
Did we not say this though?
We called it.
It's the ground game.
But was it not a fun fight?
I will say this.
He brought it to him.
For today's podcast, just to let you know, I was blasted so much that I don't remember too much of the main card.
Really?
So I had to go read comments, look at other clips. I'm like, oh, that's right, that did happen.
Your analysis based off comments?
Yes. So I'm only going based off comments, but the prelims I saw completely.
Prelims are fire.
Hey,
I actually
let's start
enjoyed
there.
the prelims more.
The prelims kind of set me up for a letdown for the main card. That was just me. Because going into after the prelims, you're like, dude, this is going to be a great night of fights.
Yeah.
This is going to be awesome. And the main card kind of wasn't as fun as the prelims.
Let's start with the prelims because
let's
the
start there.
prelims was fucking fire, dude.
Kennedy.
We saw that coming, though,
He has
right?
margin
He
hair.
looks good. He was hands down flowing, and he kind of just sunned him, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
A little embarrassing.
He's got power, man. He's a
Kennedy
big
at
dude.
heavyweight's good,
I
bro.
like him at heavyweight.
He looks more fit at heavyweight than he did. So he's clearly a lot more focused here at this weight class.
Yeah.
I think I don't know where he's going to go from here, but dude, hands down disrespectful. Just disrespectful throughout the whole fight.
That hook was nasty, too. DC kept talking about it, too. Like, his form and everything was perfect, right? His other hand was up, landed perfect on it. I like him at heavyweight. He's cool. I like his hair, bro. His hair's sick. He has the Marge Simpson hair, dog. That shit's
Mark
hard, bro.
Simpson did.
Yo, what if he dyed that blue? Oh,
That'd be sick.
Kennedy, Marge Simpson, Ninzuku.
Dude, when they pronounced his name, I was like, thank God, because I had no idea.
wait, how do you say
how's
it? Clay Guida, Chase Hooper. Chase Hooper with that Mikey Museci armbar. You hear about that? You see that
Also,
training
you
video?
hear about this? It's also Musamichi, you stupid idiot, but let's continue.
It's not even real
Racist,
Italian.
dude.
Ooh, whoops.
Yeah.
But
Musetti.
he subbed him in the grappling match.
Yeah.
And it kind of went with how I thought it was gonna go. Hey, but Chase Hooper looked like his striking kind of getting sick, bro.
So here's my take on
getting
that.
good.
I think it is getting better. I'm like, but like you can't. Clay Guida ain't a striker, so
Yeah,
of course he's going to piece his ass
That's
up.
how he has to practice.
That's true.
How you going to disrespect the caveman, dude? He was the first man to ever exist on Earth.
I know, but that exactly they didn't have proper
fighting.
training back then, dog. And his hands show that.
I knew Clay Guida was going to lose when he posted that it's not about skill, it's about heart. I was like, okay, this is going to be a problem.
Yeah.
You are going to lose.
Sometimes it's about skill.
Yeah.
Sometimes
it's good to have heart.
Most of the time,
skill may be very important.
Low key, you kind of need skill though.
Yeah.
Like heart does win you fight, and he's won a lot of fights just being off heart. But
But what if you have a little bit of heart and a lot of skill? might be a problem.
yeah,
dude.
it's the ratios. You gotta,
Yeah, might be a fucking problem.
Bro, Clay Guida was on Ultimate Fighter like season 3, dude.
Yeah.
and
be one.
he's still fighting. Yeah, it could be one. It might actually be one.
Clay Guida writes his notes in stone caves. That's what he does.
Like this.
He signs his contracts like that.
That's all he does.
He needs to retire though, right? That's what Dana was saying.
Yeah.
I think it's time for him to retire. I think he's done what he's done. It's cool to see an OG fight, but Chase Hooper basically had his way with him.
Yeah.
Right. It was a little too easy. It was almost like a sparring session.
Yeah.
I didn't like the way Clay Guida looked. I mean, he's always about like big movements, right? But I think with his movements, there's no rhyme.
The hair gives it away. It sells him out, I think, before. Because like when he's bouncing around, it's a lot.
Yeah.
You can probably see it coming a mile away.
But there are a couple of those big swinging shots. I was like, ooh, if he lands one of those though, he might fucking chin check this kid. But yeah, I think he needs to retire. Chase is getting better though. I don't want to say like he's not getting better.
Too,
He's young,
Was
but
he,
I'm
like
just
21 now or something?
Yeah. Or is he? Fuck.
He's
21.
25.
Holy shit.
25?
Oh,
he's in a better weight class.
He's 25, dude.
Yeah, he's young.
God.
Is he like 6 feet tall?
Yeah, he's super big. Because he was the biggest featherweight when he was there, I bbelieve. Now, so
He's been on a tear.
Yeah, and because that last fight he won was a really good win. That Borchev guy, because that guy's tough, and he's good. I'm excited to see what he keeps doing, dude.
I'm glad he moved up in weight class. It makes more sense for him. He's like taking shots a lot better too.
Yeah.
He's not as drained because he was getting dropped and cracked at that lower weight. It's like, why do you keep going there?
When he fought Steve Garcia or something? Steve Garcia, nasty. Though.
Yeah.
You think it's the dad strength? He's got a son now.
Oh, that's probably what it is, huh?
Hey, Michael Chiesa though, huh?
Chiesa.
Yeah, that was cool.
Is it Chiesa?
Nah, I don't know. I just say Chiesa sometimes.
Chiesa.
Idiot.
I'm surprised. I didn't know that Chiesa was the favorite or the underdog.
Really?
Yeah, plus 102.
I mean, I would see that. Michael Chiesa has not looked that great. Aside, I mean, he beat Tony Ferguson.
Yeah,
That was a good win.
dude. Tony Ferguson's a killer, dude. He's on like a 9-fight win streak.
Yeah, he's too old to retire. Is what he said. I don't understand that at all.
I saw a clip of a Tony Ferguson training, and he was doing a backflip off a box, and he like fell this time. And I was like,
He's out. He's done now.
Yeah, it's
If you
done.
can't land a backflip no more, dude.
Oh
Yeah.
my God!
Remember he was
please,
doing
Tony.
backflips on like Bosu balls and
Yeah.
landing it and shit?
Yeah. Jesus,
He was
Christ.
suplexing like plyo boxes.
Yeah.
Kicking like metal poles for no reason.
Yeah.
Dude, I still remember.
That's hard.
I saw him at the PI once, a random story from a while back, and he was there just like kicking a heavy bag for like 45 minutes, the same kick. And then so I asked somebody, I was like, oh, he's been doing that. And the guy there was like, dude, he'll be here for like 6 hours. And then he randomly stopped and just started doing like front rolls.
Yeah. 6 hours.
Front roll, but just training by himself. I was like, damn, Tony, get after it, dog.
His
Tony
movements
Ferguson,
beside.
who was that?
Dude, that can't.
Oh shit, that was Tony Ferguson. I was wondering what is this?
Nah, dude.
Oh, there
That's
he
him.
is.
No, that's him.
I'm telling you, bro.
Nah, dude.
Was he fucking Jazzy Jeff from the Fresh Prince?
And
Oh, now he's
there he
dancing.
Hey, what if Tony Ferguson goes into stunts, bro? You think he'd be good as a stunt man?
Oh, dude, John Wick. You see,
Dude,
the
an
guy just
actor.
fly.
He would play
low-key-
villains and shit.
He would be
But
sick.
he would have to memorize lines.
No. Like
Yo,
when
what
you
is
need a
this?
shot of a guy getting thrown downstairs,
I see.
you throw this guy.
Or
down
you could
the
just be
stairs.
like Conor McGregor. You could say whatever you want, and they'll just take the take. That's it.
This works.
Yeah, it just works.
Sure.
I didn't touch the girl.
Bro.
Josh Van, bro.
Joshua Van and Cody Durden.
Hey,
That was a
what a
good
great
win.
example of flow state, huh?
Yeah.
God, my boy was touching him up. He looked like Cody Durden got a little tired after what, like second round or something like that.
Dude, I liked how Cody Durden blocked everything with his face. I thought that was a really good idea.
Apparently, he can't see out of his eye right now.
Oops.
Oh, really?
I apologize.
Yeah,
It
dude,
was
he's
all
From
struggling.
this fight or from
Yeah,
before?
from this fight.
Oh, okay.
He's like, I hope I can get some vision back. But he was getting, bro, that eye was getting touched up.
I honestly, you know, when I was watching this fight, I'm like, I felt like the coaches should have called it in because he was getting battered, and
And it was last minute too, right? Wasn't he a last minute replacement?
I believe so.
I think
Yeah.
he was.
he had literally zero answers.
Yeah.
It just once he got into the flow state, that second and third round, it was pretty much done. And when on that third round, when he was getting battered, I thought, dude, throw in the towel. Like this is not good for him. Like
Yeah.
he's still younger.
Yeah.
So why even have him continue this fight?
We don't ever really see that in MMA, huh? Like a coach throwing the towel.
never throw the
mid-fight.
towel in.
Like
Not really.
ever. Like in boxing, like the coach will literally run in and stop the fight.
It's usually
in
always the
round.
doctors.
Yeah,
they're like,
it
hey,
seems
this is-
they're like, yeah, they save them for themselves.
But this, I feel like this was a really good win for Joshua Van because Cody Durden's wrestling is nasty. He usually controls everybody.
couldn't do it.
and he couldn't do it with him. So that's good for Joshua Van because it shows that he's gonna have some grappling at flyweight, but then his boxing is nasty, bro. Some of these counters that he was hitting with, I was like, ooh.
And he was investing into the body, which was super cool to see. Like his hands are actually super fucking nice because I kind of had an impression of him as being somebody who just walks in just into the fire and just starts throwing.
Yeah.
But he really showed like a level of technicality that I didn't expect.
It seems like he's getting more comfortable in the octagon too. Because what this is like his like 4th or 5th fight.
He won UFC Noche, right?
That was a good fight
That was a
too.
good fight,
yeah. No, I think, like I said, I think
getting his reps
this
in.
is a really good fight for him. I think even for confidence-wise, to fight a grappler like this that's going to be doing this all the time, but being able to get up, separate, and then just use his striking and win the fight, that's a really good win for him.
He is interesting. I was listening to his post-fight. He's definitely from Houston. He
Yeah,
talks like a
for
boy from
real.
Houston. And he has a little bit of like that fob accent too. Like I grew up around a lot of guys who talk like that. I'm like, look at this motherfucker, dude.
He's from a
He's a
small
dog.
country, right? They said
He's from
Myanmar.
Myanmar.
Yeah, because they're trying to get the
Shout
flag
out to
approved.
Burmese food, homie. Hella
Hey.
good. That's so funny. They don't even believe it's a country. They're like, yeah, all right. Myanmar. I can string letters together. Oh, fuck out of here.
Here's the Chinese flag. Use that one.
All right, their song Yadong.
Funny story about when we went to Mexico with Akko, and Akko has a Micronesian passport.
Yeah.
They didn't believe it was a real passport or a real
That's
country.
so funny.
So we got stuck at customs for a little bit.
That's hilarious.
That's really sad.
I mean, you have a micro penis Asian guy? No.
Yeah, sure, dude.
Micronesian.
Hey, on the coaches,
the sunglasses?
yeah, who is that? Is that Durden's coach?
It looked like. I don't know who that
So
is.
crisp.
It might be.
Dude, those combinations he was landing, man.
It's nasty. The
He's just
body
staying
shit
on
is
him.
nasty. Oh, right
Back
there.
and forth.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's the cross that I think.
Would
jacked
you
up
have
his
stopped
life.
the second round?
Huh?
Would you have stopped at second round?
Third round.
Third round?
I think second round, even though he was getting battered, it looked like he still had a lot
Yeah.
of heart. But around the third round, like even if the fighter is trying his best, I think for me, I'm concerned about his future.
Like, this is.
Getting cracked in the head that many times is not
Boy.
good.
Like universal body language in a MMA fight is when a guy shoots or like he stays on the ground
Cowers a bit.
and the guy backs up and is like stands up.
Yeah.
And he's just like looking from the ground like, oh, I don't want to get up.
Oh.
You can tell.
Yeah.
You don't want to get up. That's always is very disheartening.
Dude, Joshua Van was doing such a good job of like that pull two and
Yeah.
then circling out of his counters, circle out and bonk right over the top.
And just he kept finishing. Like
Yeah.
every time an exchange happened, he would just throw one more
Was
at the end.
last
Bink.
one, yeah.
Like just to be on his grill, man.
So good. My only concern from him was like at his post-fight interview, he goes, "I don't watch tape." When a fighter says that, it's like, why do you say that out loud?
I was like, start watching. Imagine if you watched tape.
I feel like they,
Imagine how much better you'd be.
Yeah,
I feel like if they do and they just say that because they think it like makes it look cooler, like I didn't even watch tape and I beat his ass.
like
kinda
saying
tight.
that I
That's kinda
don't
tight.
watch tape of like fights or I don't watch fights is basically saying I don't do my job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like why even say that out loud? Like
Cool.
there's so much information out there for you to gain if you do watch tape.
Yeah.
Like of yourself and your opponents. Like it's almost dumb not to.
But like what Jackie was saying too, Jackie Buntan, 1FC strawweight champ. When she was over here, she was like, "Oh yeah, like I'll watch a little bit, but then if I watch tape, I get too like nervous and anxious. So that's why like my coaches just watch it for me and they just tell me what to do. But that's when you have a legit fucking crazy coach.
I just feel like Josh didn't care in this fight, but Cody was still landing like
Third
a
round he
bunch
was,
of
yeah.
random
In that first round.
Yeah, he was landing a lot, but I think Josh was probably felt something. He's like, oh, he ain't got nothing.
Flow
for
state,
me.
dude. He was flowing.
The third round, Cody Durden opened up with a hard shot, and then after that, it was like a shutout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom, boom.
Ooh.
Man.
Fuck, right on the ear.
I'm surprised he didn't.
Throw the
they-
towel in.
Ooh.
Dude, that's
Surprised
so
he didn't get
nasty,
dropped.
bro. That's like Izzy-ish right there.
Yeah.
Where he like waited for a second and then came back around with the counters.
Oh,
Fuck.
And I think for this weight class, who's the guy he lost to? He got knocked out. It was a good fight though. The guy with the little mullet in the back.
Yeah, I know
Charles
you're talking
Johnson.
about
Charles Johnson.
he's nasty though.
He had trouble with that fight because Charles Johnson is so long that when he was trying to pull these counters, Charles Johnson would just get out the way.
Yeah.
And so, he's also just as game as him, but just with the longer reach and just a little bit sharper at the time.
Charles Johnson's another 125er. That's gonna be
Yeah,
really
and
interesting.
that's a good. I mean, he lost to him, but it's not like he lost somebody that's not doing good. He's like on a 4-fight
Yeah.
win streak,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Or something
They got to
like
run that back.
that. Yeah.
Damn, he fought Zumagulov?
Zumagula.
Gulab,
Patty
the caveman.
Pimblage.
Damn, he barely won a split on that. Fuck.
Shit.
All right. Sad night for Chris Weidman.
Sad night
versus
for both of them. They both look
Anders.
like shit.
Dude, Chris Weidman, man, he's definitely out of all the fighters on this card. You're like, this guy for sure needs to stop.
It looked like I was watching like UFC 30.
Yeah,
Like specifically how they were moving.
The reactions.
The reaction time was so bad. Even for somebody like Eric Anders, right? And this is like no disrespect, but Eric Anders didn't look that good either, to be honest with you. I don't know if it was because, they actually had to do catch weight because they did make weight last time, but it got called off.
Yeah.
Whatever, right?
Got food poisoning.
But Eric
he went to the football game right after.
Yeah, Nixick was telling us, like, he was at a football game the next day. What the fuck, dude?
Yeah. Oh, I thought you had food poisoning.
He's like, I was sick yesterday. That's not today.
I'm
dog.
fine now.
I think Eric Anders has 2 more fights on his contract, but he didn't look that good, especially in a competitive weight class that they're in. I don't know, man. Like, are you fighting just to stay in for the paycheck, or are you still trying to be a champion? Because I don't know if Eric Anders has it. He looked like an old fighter.
Yeah, he got dropped the first round, didn't he? Too?
With that left hook.
Yeah, Weidman dropped him. Yeah, I mean, just like Weidman needs to retire. I feel like Weidman, because I feel like he did something stupid. Didn't he do like a spinning back fist or some bullshit that ended up started the whole takedown and shit in this fight?
I think so.
That seems the story of his life.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like,
It was just like every exchange. I was like, man, he just doesn't look that good, unfortunately. Like, sometimes it's hard for me to be like, how's he going to win? How's he going to beat any of these guys? Like, his wrestling's a little funny. His ground game's not what it used to be.
Even with his wrestling, he doesn't seem that strong in the
But
cage.
then when he does grappling matches, he looks really good. Yeah. So I'm like, dude,
That's the
maybe
transition.
Maybe just go to grappling, man, if you want to compete.
Super
But-
fight.
the thing
DJ.
is, the game and all the athletes, it's going like this.
Yeah.
So these guys are the old. That's the old way, bro. Everybody's like, if any of those guys, Chris Weidman or Eric Anders, fought anybody in the top 10, they're both losing.
Yeah.
Like, those guys
I don't see it happening.
They can't compete with those top guys.
We got Randy Brown versus Brian Battle, who came in 4
Did you
pounds
guys think
overweight.
that I thought fucking Randy Brown won.
I thought Brian Battle won.
Okay, see, this is where
It
I
was
was
close.
high.
It was very
So, like, this is where the high point came.
but it was close though.
It was very close.
It's one of those fights where it's like, what do you grade more? The bigger, harder shots, or the guy who just keeps walking
Peppering.
you down, putting you against the cage, octagon control, punches, combinations? Like, Brian Battle was the busier guy. Like Randy Brown.
I thought Randy Brown was cracking the living shit out of Brian.
Bro, he had big exchanges, but
Okay, so
then
that did happen. All
But
right.
then Brian Battle, to me, was just right back in his face, unfazed on him, putting him against the cage, making Randy Brown work. That's why I thought Brian Battle won.
Because that first round, from what I remember, Randy Brown was throwing the kitchen sink.
Oh, yeah.
I felt like if he had a little bit more volume, I don't know how much more volume you
Just
could have
kept-
thrown at this fucking guy, right? Because Brian Battle was just the Terminator. He just kept walking and
He was
taking
like
forward.
putting dividends into the body too, Randy Brown.
Oh, bro.
Gang, gang, gang. I was like, dude.
That body shot was so hard. Too. He finished hard. But I agree, because I think he was throwing all that, but even though he was landing all that, Battle just kept going for it.
Yeah.
And then he'd clinch and control. So he was landing these big combos and big things, but Brian Battle was just eating that shit, walking forward. So I felt like that's why. But I wouldn't have been mad if they gave it to Randy, but it was a close enough fight. I did think Brian got it, because he did control most of it. When they clinched, everything like that.
The clinch is where he won the
Yeah.
fight, which he usually does.
I'm going to have to take your guys' word for it.
But a lot of people felt like Randy
Read the
Brown-
comments.
It was a toss-up.
Yeah. I think the next one was a toss-up.
Bro,
more.
Mozavar and
Yeah, but you had
Aljo.
Aljo eye test.
Aljo looked good.
Hey, let me tell you something. No matter how high I was this one was fantastic.
Low key, when I saw Aljo, I was like, call me crazy. I was like, there's news that Ilya goes up to 155. Aljo, if he stays with it, bro, I think he could be champ again.
Honestly,
at 145.
Yeah.
dude. He
if
looked
they
good.
would have gave it to Aljo, I wouldn't have been mad.
Yeah.
I thought it was a close enough fight.
He kind of beat him on a lot of wrestling exchanges.
But you see that Mozavar had some of those slick moves where he had his back, heel push, grab. I'm like, shit, this
Dude,
guy's
it
quick.
was
Just
like-
the scramble.
It was Russian wrestling versus American freestyle wrestling.
USA.
And it was so fun to watch. I think Aljo was so fascinating because he would always win the initial exchange, right? When he would shoot, he would actually get Mozavar down.
Yep.
But what Mozavar would do in the chain wrestling to get out of it and end up on top was blowing my
It was
fucking
dope.
mind.
It was so cool.
It's like, because Aljo is so hard to deal with.
Yeah.
He's so weird.
Yeah.
He truly is funky, right? And I think like Mozavar, what it showed too was like his level of grappling, and for him to how he dealt with the weird funkiness was so cool to watch, right? He was actually okay with it. He's like, cool, if you want it, let me show you how good my wrestling is. And I just like watching them go, I could watch that again all day.
Yeah.
That was a fun match.
That was great.
It was really fun.
It could have, I definitely give it to Mozavar for sure.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
But like, if Ilya wants to come up and he wants to test himself, test yourself with Aljamain and we'll see what's up. I don't even like Ilya even talking about moving weight class. You defended your belt fucking once. Like I don't.
We'll get to that because that's
Yeah,
interesting.
I want to talk about that. We got some takes for that.
Aljo though, I think his stock went up. People
Bro,
have
he
been kind
looked good.
of people were
great.
shitting on him the past couple of
His
fights. He
entries
looked
look good because
I
that
hate-
was the one thing I always was like, I don't know how he will do is like how he gets from striking to the wrestling, but he set his shit
I feel
up
like he leveled up.
Yeah.
for real. He looked good. Bro.
What I hate too is Aljo. I don't know if you guys seen him talking about it afterwards. He's almost like, I don't know where I go from here.
What do you mean you don't know?
I might
Right.
retire. I'm like, bro, you looked good
so
though.
Yeah,
dog.
check out this 4K
I
stream.
think he just doesn't want to have to climb the ladder.
That's what he's saying. But honestly, I think even with the loss though, you could probably still get a number 6 or even 4.
like
You never
imagine he
know.
fights Yair next or something.
Exactly, dude.
Beats
Like,
Yair.
and he
Yeah.
beats Yair.
Sorry.
That's a title shot.
Yeah, but
Because
like
you beat anybody top 5, title shot.
yeah.
Honestly,
Look at that.
Like it's still kind of up for grabs. Like I would kind of like to see Aljo and like Diego Lopez or something.
Oh, yeah.
Aljo and fucking like Volkanovski, just to see what the fuck happens. Right?
Yeah.
Like because Aljo is a fresh name in 145. Because besides those guys, who's a fresh name at 145?
Yeah.
It's Evelev and Aljo.
Look at that.
Right now.
look at that.
Look at that.
Easy.
Yeah, them and then I guess Diego, right?
Probably
That's the other
Kron
guy.
Gracie, throw his name in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't
Oh,
wait
God,
to
what-
talk about it.
Holy shit!
I can't
bro.
wait to talk about Kron Gracie.
Hey, what you think about these Green Predator braids? You like it? You like when it matches the
Hey,
shorts?
he's done that before, no?
He does whatever the fuck he wants, all right? I think for him, if he's like down on himself, I think this was one of his best performances ever.
Yeah,
I agree,
Ever.
100%.
Yeah, dude.
Like he made more fans in this fight than any of his last championship fights.
Yeah. And his last
whatever
fight,
reason, like-
his last fight, it was all grappling too, but it was boring. This
Yeah.
one wasn't. Like this was a fun fight. That's why I'm saying I just hate that he's feeling that way because I'm like, bro, this was such a fun fight.
These
people want
transitions were dope.
people want to see you fight
Look at
again.
that!
Yeah.
Boom!
Dude, this was such a crazy scramble.
I thought he was gonna get this. Like,
Yeah.
come on, go for it.
Like these grappling matches, this is what we need to see at 145. Like, dude, imagine either one of these guys in Diego Lopez.
Oh yeah.
Because Diego Lopez and Mosvar was really close
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
That was a great fight.
See, this is when I was like, oh fuck, he's got him in a crucifix.
Oh yeah. Right at the end.
What if they do
Yeah.
Evelev and Volkanovski?
Oh, that'd be interesting. Dude, I don't know how people are going to deal with like that level of grappling, right? Because, he kind of dealt well with like Islam in that first fight, but look what happened in the next one, right?
Yeah.
It's just that the element of just like he could take me down whenever he wants, and this is what I have to worry about. No matter how much training somebody does within a camp, you will never beat a lifetime of wrestling.
Yeah.
It just never. You can never catch up. You will never catch up, and we have yet to seen it, right?
Yeah.
So
Honestly,
no.
I feel like I don't think we're gonna see Volk go on another winning tear or even win.
I
He's
agree.
old now too. I think
he's a lot
he's like
older.
37 or something like that. I'm
Yeah,
like,
because we're assuming Max Holloway's leaving. We're
Yeah.
assuming Ilya's leaving. And then now you look at the top 10 of 145. It's kind of up for grabs, bro.
if Ilya leaves, I think Lopez is the champ.
it's a change of the guard. Like we're seeing it now. It's happening.
But even with Diego Lopez as being a champ, he's still got really tough matchups between
That's true.
like Mosvar. Dude, even
Mosvar's
Josh
the guy.
Emmett is still scary up
Damn,
there.
Sterling
too.
could beat almost all these guys.
That's what I'm saying,
That's,
bro.
that's, what,
What the
that's why I
fuck?
think like it's wide open. Like if he stays in the mix, he could. Dude,
could
you're
fight
telling me he
Ortega.
can't beat any of these guys at top 10?
Yeah.
Without Max Holloway, without
Ilya.
Ilya? Like,
Damn,
it's wide open.
Aljo
bro.
could beat Volk.
Dude, honestly,
145 is up for
dude,
grabs.
Volk and Aljo would be a fun fight.
That'd be sick.
That'd be cool.
I'm in for that.
That'd be fun.
All right, let's move on. Fastest Darce, 45
Oh, dude, thank
seconds.
God.
Vincente and
Dude,
Themba.
imagine the Rock's like, hey, I need that house.
House
100% the Rock said that.
new sponsorship.
Should have got him a condo. Yeah. Terramana tequila. First, my movie did bad, and then he loses.
Vicente, every time we think this guy is like aging, he's part of the old guard, he comes back looking good and gets shit done.
Like a 180, dude.
Bro, he's 33 too. I thought he was
young.
like 30.
Thought he was 49.
Yeah.
He has the head of a 7-foot person.
His head
Shit's
is
fucking
crazy.
Yeah.
dude.
It's insane.
He wears size.
If he could do headbutts in the UFC, nobody
Game.
would beat him. It's
like
champ.
He probably has the thickest and widest head out of
100%.
Bilal's
his-
head's
the
pretty
depth.
huge though too.
Bilal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This
Oh,
head's
God, I
pretty
can't wait to talk
massive,
about that.
too. But
Dude, I was so glad just because his last performance against Joaquin Buckley, it didn't look like he wanted to be there.
Yeah.
It almost felt rigged.
Apparently he had like a really bad injury or something. It was like a brain
He
injury.
looked not like himself at all.
Yeah.
So I was really concerned about that. I was hoping he was going to win, but Themba is he's gang.
What do you think would have happened if he fought Nick Diaz?
I think Nick Diaz would have died.
Yep.
yeah, I don't
Yep.
know. I don't know why people are so excited to see Nick come back.
I don't ever want to see him come back.
I think he's in shape and it's cool to see him in shape. But like fighting wise, like dog, he has to be like almost 40, right, Nick?
Yeah.
Like
I think he's only like 37, 38.
is he?
He was also on the side of a road in a TMZ video.
Yeah, but
So
Light a bush on fire.
yeah,
from
That
what
shit
I
broke my
read, it
heart.
was
Yeah,
he was
so-
lighting candles for a memorial.
Oh shit, my bad.
he was lighting candles.
His friend died there, and there was a memorial, and his wife or his girlfriend was filming, ex-girlfriend,
from 800 feet away.
but he was lighting candles for a memorial. So
Oh, I
don't
thought it
think
was
we're
a
not talking to
bush.
I thought he was doing.
that's why he said, "What's this for?" when she was filming.
Oh,
He said, "What's this for?"
Themba.
Damn. So what if she just spun that narrative, dude? Who
She
knows?
did, bro, and then she made him fucking drop out of his fight. He's like, "I don't even want to do it no more."
oh shit, dude. Dude, this fool always gets this choke, and it must be as tight as hell.
Nasty. Especially when you get rocked, bro.
Yeah, that was the thing. He was
just get
rocked right
thumped.
before.
How does that work? How does that choke work? Like, what is happening?
You get cut off. Your arm cuts off the carotid on this side, and then the forearm or the bicep cuts off the carotid on that side.
Yeah, it's
And
my
you just
favorite
go.
one. I usually land on.
It's for guys with long arms.
Oh no! What if I chop my arms off, dude? I could do that.
You could. You
Ooh.
could.
Yeah, dude.
You could break your fingers in that.
Yeah, yeah.
Long arms in that secret society.
Oh yeah, dude. Check it out, guys.
Yeah,
Fall-
Secret Society. What's the deal with that?
fall season is out, dude. Make sure that you get everything right now. Get it now. Get it
Hey,
now.
stand
get
up
it
and give me a little spin,
Yeah,
dude.
let's see it.
No, my legs hurt. they're sore. It was hard
Give
enough
me
to
a
get here in the first
little
place.
pump.
By the way, this is a wild prelim so far.
Prelims are fire.
All right, Dominic Reyes
Dude.
and Anthony Smith. Let's be kind to Anthony though, because
Anthony
let's
Smith
be kind to
clearly
Anthony.
going through his pain slut phase. He
You
just
could
wants to
tell
get beat
when
up.
somebody does not want to be there.
Yeah.
He did not want to be in there. When he was getting socked in the face, smiling, going, hit me again, hit me again.
That bummed me out.
That shit broke my heart, dude.
That bummed
I'm
me
like,
out.
dude, he doesn't want to be there.
He's in some pain or something.
yeah.
Someone's got to talk to him. You think Bisbee gives him a real talk?
I don't know, man. I don't want to see him fight no more though.
Dominic Reyes could have done whatever he wanted to him, and it was just pretty much as easy of a fight for him as ever.
It felt like I shouldn't be watching that fight. It felt like I shouldn't have been there watching it at home.
Dude, when he was just getting socked in the face and just standing there, just hit me.
Yeah.
It's almost like I want to feel something, and I'm like, dude.
I think that's what he said.
Yeah.
They quoted it. That's what he told.
That made me
Dominic
feel
Reyes.
uncomfortable.
oh really?
He said that line in the fight.
He said that in the fight. Hit me again. I need to feel.
I need to feel something.
Oh shit! Damn, I didn't even know that. But
Honestly,
all right.
yeah.
It's dark.
Stuff.
I think
Dark.
Reyes would have won anyways, but it did suck seeing that because it's just like, bro, because like this win it's not gonna look that good for Reyes.
No,
because
dude.
you could tell Smith did not want to be in there. He did not want to fight. I mean, he was crying before he was walking out. It's just like, dude, that's too much, bro. You can't be fighting off that shit. That's too much.
TJ Dillashaw is gonna do a podcast.
I know. My mind was like, TJ's gonna shit off.
TJ, don't do it, TJ. Please don't do it, TJ.
Yeah, go easy on him.
Yeah, that was kind of really rough to watch. I've never seen that in the history of the UFC, to see a fighter go out like that. Like,
Yeah.
I just hope he doesn't retire here, only because this shouldn't be your last fight like this.
Yeah.
Especially your name is Lionheart. You know, I just wouldn't like this to be his last fight. Even if he loses his next one, if he shows like the best version of himself, I think he would be really proud of himself. Because that wasn't it, man.
What sucks though is Dana said that he thinks he should retire.
He said that about
Yeah.
what? Clay Guida,
Clay Guida, Smith,
Chris
and
Weidman, Smith. A
Yeah,
lot of people are upset by that. Dana was saying that.
Yeah, but it's also like
it's kind of true though.
Why are they upset? He's allowed to say whatever the fuck
I
he
think
wants.
they're
runs the fucking business.
the arguments like other people like let them decide even though they should retire, like let them decide.
I know, but
get
how does he
a video
cares for them,
packaging.
though?
But
He
also
doesn't-
too, like the cliche in fighting is these guys can't walk away from the sport. So sometimes you have to like kick them out.
Sometimes they need someone. They're not having other people close to them telling them like, "Hey, you should retire."
But then again, you
go
kick
on
'em out
Rogan.
the UFC, you tell them not to fight, and then all of a sudden they're fighting Yoel Romero in a boxing match.
BKFC
Yeah.
and shit.
You
They're
know,
in
like-
Russia. You know?
yeah, like
Getting knocked out
wrestling
even
comes
worse.
hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of Yoel Romero, what the fuck?
You see him beat up that slap
you
fight
saw that?
guy?
Yeah, what was
What the
point
hell
of
was
that?
I watching?
Yeah, that was a Jorge Masvidal event.
No,
No,
that was Mike Perry.
Mike Perry.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
He's
Mike,
actually-
Makes sense. Moving on.
Mike Perry. And then Mike Perry's like, "I'd eat that shot." I'm like, dude, what is happening?
What is going on?
Those are all the old guys from UFC. Mike Perry's an old guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Joel's an old guy. You know what I'm saying? Just let them, they're all out there doing this shit because they couldn't. Get
But did you guys think Dominic Reyes has a comeback, or do you think that was just because it was Anthony?
We'll see.
Smith?
We don't know yet, right?
Yeah,
He-
it's still too early to
He
tell.
looked decent in his fight before, but
Yeah.
when he
Lightweight,
starts
heavyweight.
going back up into the rankings, we'll see how he deals with the opposition, right? Because this new generation of fighters, he was the new generation at the
Yep.
time. And so now he is kind of like the middle/old guard. So we'll see how he deals with this, right? New fighters are no fucking joke.
Yeah, bro, you got a guy named Azamat Come on, brother.
Come on, dude.
That's
No.
that's in Borat's movie. That's his best friend's name. How's
Do you guys think that
I just saw the ball sack again, and I just fucking got freaked out right now.
can Reyes beat Ulberg? You guys think? No.
That's a
That
tough
fight was
fight.
supposed to happen.
Do you
right?
think
That's a
that-
tough fight.
Hey, but did you guys see what today they announced?
What?
Olberg's next fight?
Can I say Wicked Part 2?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, but I don't know.
Stupid.
So I wasn't here for you. Did you guys I kind of thought Volkan beat Olberg.
I felt like Olberg.
I thought
won.
Olberg won that.
Yeah.
I thought Ulberg
So I was watching, I was like, I thought Uzdemir won.
Volkan looked great in the first round. The second and third, I
had
it
the
was
second
Olberg.
and third for Olberg.
First round, I gave it to Volkan like decisively.
I
Yeah.
felt like his jab was doing wonders.
Dude, that jab was
Yeah.
fucking.
But Reyes,
doing
speaking of
wonders.
that, I don't know if he beats Olberg. I don't know if he beats those top guys. I think right now, like,
Yeah, I mean,
Smith
look at
is
it.
a good fight for him. He could probably go fight Walker.
He can beat
knock him
Walker.
out, but
Can he beat Jamal Hill?
Dude,
Jamahall
don't
Hill.
get me
Come on the
started.
pod. You're here in LA, bro.
No, I don't want him on the pod. He scares me.
Stay home. Work on yourself.
I feel like he's gonna choke me.
he's gonna see David and me go, this ain't Twitter.
Yeah. Like, oh please.
Wait, let's talk about that really quick. I know it's one of our news topics. Jamal Hill, Alex Pereira at the PI,
Hilarious, by the way. I think
Alex
it's so funny.
throwing the gloves at him.
I'm telling you, bro, that dude could do no wrong.
Yeah.
Pereira doesn't have to say a fucking word, and every move that he pulls off is a win. Like, how hard is that? A dude talking shit to you, and you just throw gloves. You don't speak English. You're like, all right, let's settle it.
I think the funniest thing is Jamal's trying to play it like, I don't fight for free. Like, trying to play it off like a hood thing. Like, shit, he gave me gloves. I don't fight for free. I'm
Then
like,
why'd you come
this
front?
isn't looking good. You're not, this isn't
said-
making you
he
look
said
good.
when-
Insane.
He said when he threw him his gloves, I went up to him and said, I don't need no gloves.
Yeah.
You know, but it's so funny how he's pulling up
So
with
then
the
it's-
towel around his
yeah.
neck like a typical like
Look at
high
this.
school like jock.
Swing then. You're the one that got the problems.
I just
swing. You
I just
swing.
pictured the thing. He's just like, he throws the gloves. He goes, I don't need no gloves. He goes, fine, I don't have gloves. Yeah, I don't need, but the shoes though. Why we got shoes on? I don't need no shoes. Why, we take it outside. It's raining outside. Well, I don't need no rain. He just keeps going down.
But you know what? Put a rash guard on.
Yeah.
I got one
That's
on.
crazy. I found Jesus Christ. I don't fight. Right.
And then he would play it off like, yeah, I did that shit on purpose. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
like, dude.
But the whole thing in my head is like when I saw him approaching Alex Pereira, I was like, what was the desired outcome? This fool don't really speak English. He like do
This
they
is,
have,
well, this is, you know what? Jamal's good at promoting, I guess.
yeah, he
He's
knows
good
because we're
clips.
talking about it.
He's
But
good on the podcast.
Was he gonna go up to him and be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna fuck you"? Like, was he trying to talk shit to him? Was he
Yeah,
trying to
because
like?
you got beat up.
It's crazy because like Jamal, when he's fighting, he looks great, like physically. When he's not, he looks like a 4-year-old, like a gigantic
belly
4-year-old.
big.
He got that big belly. You know, like the little kid that's in diapers all the
That-
time
yeah.
for no fucking reason.
that only eats
Shirt's
Dino
off,
Nuggets.
Shirts off always.
Only eats Dino Nuggets.
Yeah, it's
for
like
sure.
Hey,
100% Dino
Don't
Nugget body.
disrespect Dino Nuggets. That shit go crazy, bro.
Yeah, I like Jamal Hill now.
Berserk. What's it called? I don't even think Jamal beats Yuri.
Ooh.
I don't know.
I don't.
You're underestimating.
I think
I'm
Jamal
not.
could beat him for sure.
I think Jamal can beat him.
I think he could beat him for
Watch.
sure.
I think you guys are gonna be surprised. I'm saying it right now. Yuri's gonna fucking mop the floor with him.
Shh. All right,
like,
Jamal,
'cause
it's
I
not
feel
me.
like that shit's gonna be a slobber knocker.
Yeah.
like they're gonna.
Don't say that word.
I don't know, dude.
I can't say that.
Slobbergawker.
I think
Slobber Gawker,
Yuri has
please.
such that awkward style. He's gonna land some shit on Jamal, and Jamal's chin already got cracked now.
Yeah.
So I feel like
I love their conversation of like, well, I didn't lose as bad to Pereira.
Dude.
You did.
yeah, I got knocked out. You got beat up.
I lasted
What?
2 rounds.
Terrible shit talking.
That's what I
way to talk
mean,
about
bro.
shit.
It's like, damn.
All right, we got Nate the Train.
Hey, man.
And oh my God, Superman is
Oh,
back.
oh,
What did I say, dude? Korea never lose, dude.
Beat my ass and see what happens.
What did I say? So me and Gilbert went and saw this in the movie theater.
You wanted to see
Oh, you
that
guys did.
experience.
We watched.
Right.
We want to experience it, and I got there a little late because there's so much traffic. But this fight was going on. We sat down. I'm like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and I told what I say. I'm like, Duo Choi's about to beat his ass anyways. I was like, I already knew what was gonna happen, dog.
He's too
something
technical for.
Of course.
for
Duho
Nate.
Choi is way better than he was before.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck is
grappling.
that, dude?
Korean
I'm telling you,
military,
Korea,
man.
number one.
You do a 2-year break.
Yeah.
Come back
You know
strong.
what was so funny about
Turn you into a
Duho
man.
Choi? Duho Choi looked like he had no emotions.
Yeah.
He legit looks like one of my youth pastors.
He was eating everything, bro. Nate couldn't hurt him. He couldn't do anything to him, and he just was like having fun in there. Like it was an exhibition.
How he placed that uppercut constantly. Gong right through the guard. He was going over top. He was like chambering it, bing,
Yeah.
and then he would like slice through his jab right through his guard. I'm like, dude, what? Why are you even in there, Nate? Like, do something, please, because I like Nate.
Because the whole time I was watching Duho Choi beat up Nate, in my head I was like, I just hope he doesn't get tired. Because that's how Nate wins. Right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
guys, they beat him up, they get an adrenaline dump,
He's a
they get
Darren
close to
Elkins.
finishing, and he comes back. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He's Darren Elkins from Tennessee, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he came out, and I think he just wasn't able to
Dude, man,
do anything.
he did
to him.
such a like. I was kind of concerned about that too, but when I was watching the fight, he was just pacing himself so well. It was done.
Looked like a vet.
Yeah, man.
He was mature.
He is. He's matured now.
He sunned him. So
Like when he was
fucking
fighting Cub, he was still young in the game, bro. Like, now
And he
had
was
some time.
slugging out with him.
Yeah.
And you know what was so cool too? Is like there was a moment, I think it was like in the third round, like Nate was just like, fuck it, come on. He was like baiting him in to slug. He did it for a little bit. He's like, nah, fuck that. And then he went back to what he was doing again.
I like his chances though.
Yeah. You don't want to slug with fucking Nate the Train, dude. It's not a good
Doho
look for anyone.
Choi, #1. That shit was fun though. I was really excited. I was like, man, cool.
I like it. I like
Good to
it.
see
He's on a
a
streak
small-eyed
now.
fella.
That's
get
such
big
a
W.
Fellow
cool
yellow man?
nickname too. Korean Superboy.
Yeah,
That's so
#1.
sick, bro.
Yeah, it's what people
And
call
then he
me.
called out Bryce Mitchell by just posting.
What a
the
good
Earth.
challenge.
See,
I
that's
love
funny.
that.
Oh, is that what
Hilarious.
that's supposed to do?
Flat Earth. He's a flat Earth.
Oh, okay. Because I was
Koreans
like,
believe in
that's
spheres.
kind of weird.
Yeah, spherical objects. Big on
Dude,
that.
him and Thug Nasty, I wouldn't mind.
That's a
kinda
good
fun.
fight.
Yeah.
Dude, man.
And he's testing his grab. It looks like Doho Choi want to test his wrestling.
I think that's what he wants to do.
Because he was able to stop a lot of Nate's takedowns, right? His clinch work looked really good.
Yeah.
He was dope.
Look at this, dude. Just
Bop, bop.
fucking to the body, to the head.
Dude, look at that uppercut.
Dude,
That uppercut
striking,
was
moving
nasty.
backwards.
Money.
It looks very calm.
Look at this. Step back,
boom,
bang, bang.
boom.
Doesn't
Bang.
seem tense at all.
Yeah, bro, because he's got the power. So if he just develops those setups and those touches, he's gonna be
He
hard to
looks
beat.
he looks thicker.
Looks
too
bigger.
now.
Yeah.
He looks
He's
bigger.
very
Hey,
strong.
chill.
Hey, he looked
The Korean military #1.
Hey, like that Son on down.
Dude, that like that song. That shit was good.
This guy had Colby Jim for the first time, and he thought the cheese was noodles.
No, dude. there were straight up rice paper noodles in that bitch, and I'm like, oh, are those noodles? He goes, the guy flaming. He's like, it's cheese.
He's
I'm
like,
okay.
oh, you're a retard.
And then he goes, oh, those? Yeah, those are rice noodles. I'm like, yeah, that's what the fuck I was asking.
This is the first time I see a retard eating Korean food. Wow, you drive here by yourself?
Hey, I will say, that Gomnin, what is it?
Colby Jim.
Galbi Jin?
He's a
Hey.
retard. This big retard.
Hey, that shit was fire. That was good, bro.
Where's a mommy and a daddy, huh?
All right, we have Bryce Mitchell and the great Kron Gracie pulling guard in the main event.
Can I say something?
That broke my heart, man.
For everybody who keeps calling jiu-jitsu gay, I understand now.
Dude, jiu-jitsu is so good.
What the fuck? When he got slammed and knocked out, when he pulled guard, it was so sensual and slow.
Yeah.
I fucking died laughing.
He threw his head back. Too.
He threw his head back. He went, hey, Kron, this ain't for
Dude.
you, man. That's not it.
Can I'm just wondering how Kron even gets this fight.
Because it's a Bryce
Crazy.
Mitchell stepping stone.
I know, but still,
That's
it's
Hickson's
fucking
son, bro.
I know, but he's lost 2 in a row. He got destroyed twice in a row.
I think that,
and
I
then
think
he gets 13.
They're trying to build up.
Bryce.
Bryce?
It's a Bryce build-up.
I guess.
Got a Gracie.
Can we just put up the clip of how he got slammed and just watch how slow he was to wrap his leg around his waist?
Bro, that was-
shit was so sexy.
As
It was
he's doing,
bad,
he's
man.
staring him in the eye. Like,
I thought he was gonna fuck him up.
his toes interlock.
Oh my God.
Up against the cage, kissing each other.
Damn. But no, that was crazy because I didn't initially.
Watch this. Look how sexy this is. It's so slow.
Hey, Nick, explain yourself. What kind of black belt do you have, sir?
We usually tell people don't jump close guard.
That's
what
low?
That's called close guard, jumping close guard. We usually tell people don't do this, brother.
But
really?
But
is
do it
that
faster.
slow? You
Should do it that
faster.
slow. Look at this.
Yeah, usually. But it's also like you don't do that in an MMA fight.
Yeah.
Bruh. Even in jiu-jitsu, we say, hey, you don't want to be on bottom. If you're on bottom, you're working twice as hard as the guy on top.
What's crazy
Get
too is
on
like
top.
the first round, you weren't even doing anything really on the floor. Why would you pull guard?
And
dog?
that was the thing is close guard. Like I thought, okay, if he plays close guard and he's able to tie up Bryce Mitchell, play a certain type of close guard game, okay. But he wasn't able to do that. He was just holding him and not even like tying him up. So it was just like, all right, sooner or later, Bryce Mitchell's going to pass and he's going to KO him. That's how I thought it was going to happen. I didn't think it was going to be from a jumping guard, close guard, face slam. Dude.
Oh fuck!
Also, too, for like the way Kron would, he would clinch and he would tie up the neck. He had so much space in between. It's like, dude, you'd even work this. Like, don't do that then.
It looks like he's not even training, honestly.
Yeah, 100%.
Dude,
It looks like
what
he's
did we
not
say?
really training.
Right when we saw Nate being the head coach in the corner, I'm like, dog, what's
Nate was there throwing water bottles at Islam.
But I'm like, bro, like I love Nate, but like your head coach.
I don't know. If he's coach material.
Yeah, and I'm just like, well, and like he just had no striking. He had no. It's just like,
but even the way he talks about his fights, it feels like he's not taking this as seriously as Bryce Mitchell is.
Yeah.
You think it was a paycheck? Just get out after this?
Maybe. I don't know, man.
Or he's just
finding out his contract.
You know, this could also be like the issue of somebody who is the child of somebody who is very iconic.
Yeah.
Right? Like
they're held to the standard.
Yeah, they're held to a higher standard that they're not at.
Yeah.
Right? Because even like the people who are legends, like let's talk about the Gracie situation, right? Like Gracie came at a time in the UFC where jiu-jitsu wasn't known like that. And let's be even more honest. When you look back at those old fights, are those the top tier strikers of the time? They were not. There was Muay Thai around.
Yeah.
Like I keep forgetting that sometimes. Like, wait, those are the best strikers that in the world? Bullshit.
Just
because
like bar
Muay Thai was
fighters.
there. Could you have imagined if Gracie, no disrespect, if he had to do what he was doing against a legitimate Muay Thai fighter at the time, it might have been a different situation.
Absolutely.
Right? So I'm not disregarding what the Gracies did, right? But look, times have changed.
Yeah.
And he has to live up to this expectation of who his father is. But sometimes the kids aren't as good as their dad.
Yep.
Right? And that's just is what it is. It's okay. And we're finding that right now. He is not UFC level material.
And he hasn't evolved with the sport, I don't think.
Yes.
His even his jiu-jitsu, like a lot of people will say this, like his jiu-jitsu looks a little like outdated. Even the sport of jiu-jitsu itself has changed.
Yeah.
Like if we saw him in competing actively,
do you think he beats Rotolo?
no.
Okay.
But if he was competing actively, like he was when he first got into the UFC, when he was a real threat, like, oh shit, Kron is back, that's cool. But he wasn't like, when he did ADCC, he was competing against the best guys in the world. He's not even doing that anymore.
Yeah.
So it's like, now it's like, you don't really have that specialist badge that you used to have. So, and yeah, I don't know, man. It's just the wrestling is like, dude, you got to have some wrestling if you want to play a top game.
And I just thought too, like the matchup between him and Bryce is a fucking contender, dude.
Yeah.
He's so good.
He's been fighting.
He's been fighting, and he's game. He's ready to fight anybody, and he's seen so many different styles in so far in levels of competition. And he's done really fucking well.
Yeah, look
Pull
who
up
he's lost
Kron's-
to. He's
Kron's
only lost
record?
to Poirier and Emmett.
Like, come on,
That's crazy.
right?
Yeah.
That's how good this kid is.
And the Emmett was, I mean, Emmett could do that to anybody if he lands that punch. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So it's like, but he's beat everybody else.
It's crazy.
Bro.
Topuria submitted Bryce Mitchell.
I know.
Yep.
But
Crazy.
Bryce had the flu in that fight, remember?
Oh, yeah.
He was, or the cold or some shit like that. He was sick. But
yeah,
I
it still would have happened.
I know. I'm not saying that as if it would have changed it.
We're all
but I'm
like,
just saying. I just say he was sick, though. Shout out my boy Flat Earth type shit.
And he called out Elon Musk. Not a fan of him.
Shout out to fucking Nina Drama in that interview with Bryce Mitchell. Did you see it?
No.
It's literally the funniest interview ever.
Is it?
So she knows about every little conspiracy theory that he has. So she kept feeding it into him.
Oh,
She goes, you know what?
sick.
She's like, you know
I
what?
see.
I fucking hate Neil deGrasse. He goes, amen, sister. But he doesn't know that she's
Trolling.
him, and she's doing it for like 20 minutes. So she's done all of her research, and she goes, you know what? I don't even like. He goes, yeah, I don't believe in seatbelts either. Why should the government tell me what to do with my body?
seatbelts, yeah.
What if I need to tumble out? I'm like, of a car accident?
Arkansas different.
You see what Dana said to him after?
Yeah.
He looked at him. He's like, "Fuck seatbelt."
Dude, that whole, if you guys can, just watch the whole interview.
We're gonna
It's
watch
so fucking funny. And I talked about it on my podcast where basically he's the clear example of something called the Dunning-Kruger effect, where it's like you have a little bit of knowledge about something and you think that you basically overestimate your confidence.
Super
And
confident.
so what happens is like with somebody like him, it's like if he said in the interview, he goes, if you can't explain to me what you're talking about, that means you don't know what you're talking about. So basically is if I don't understand it, that means you're dumb.
yeah.
So this is the world that he lives in.
Dude, that's so funny.
It's just, but he's like a really sweet guy.
Yeah.
But he's an example of somebody who's not that intelligent.
Bro, when he walked out with the shark teeth, I was like, he's winning.
Yeah, dude.
He walked out with shark teeth?
He had like
Yeah.
shark teeth, and
The-
he was
the
like,
Holy Trinity.
Father, Son, Holy
Yeah,
Spirit.
we were all like, oh, what is this, Wakanda Forever? Then he's like, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Like, oh, okay.
Like, dude, it's like when like that sea level Kane, we got shark tooth Bryce Mitchell, and then we had Patty Pum at Volkov, but then he lost that shit.
Patty
Trying to talk to
Pimblish.
Joe Rogan after he goes, Joe, I know I called you. Joe's like, I don't give a fuck. Let's talk
Yeah.
about this fight.
He's like, yeah, you already apologized.
yeah, okay, let's move on.
I'm a real man. I thought that was sweet. I liked it.
But Adelaide Bird needs to do some apologizing. We got Ciryl
Adelaide.
Gane versus Alexander Volkov 2. I think we all had Volkov winning.
Volkov
Yeah,
won.
we thought he won.
We
right?
thought he won.
Everybody
We thought he won
Yeah,
in the
everyone did.
I was
theater.
high and I thought Volkov
But
won.
honestly, I was thinking, did Adelaide Bird, did she Was her scorecard bad on this one? I thought it was bad on a different one too.
She's bad on she's
on everyone.
notorious.
Yeah, she's always bad.
They always say she really can't see that well.
Jessica Penne was saying that, right?
Yeah, like she has.
Ciryl Gane broke his foot in the first round.
Yeah,
his toes. He's like my toes.
Yeah, which makes sense too.
Everyone started laughing.
He wasn't bouncing.
Did you guys laugh when he said that?
of course.
Yeah, I was like, that's so funny.
Yeah.
we thought, bro. Dude, him
French
just
accent.
walking out immediately, bro. But even seeing his coach when he won, he's like, I'm like, dude, they knew they lost.
Yeah,
bro.
Ciryl Gane knew he lost, dude. Let me tell you something, dude. Volkov with the fucking cornrows different, dude.
I know, dude. He looked good.
He got a
Big
chip
Patty
on his shoulder.
Pimblett, huh?
Dude, I'll tell you, yeah, Big Patty Pimblett, Alexandre Volkavius. That's his name, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Alexandre Volkavius,
Yeah.
baby.
He
know
is a
what's
dark horse, man.
Fucking Patty actually could rock the cornrows. I don't know if he could rock the cornrows though. They kind of looked a
To
little.
your-
Because it
European?
popped out.
Yeah,
It's 'cause it was too
it
short.
popped out.
If it
That's
stayed
why,
tight
bro.
the whole time, it
Your
would've
shit
been like,
wasn't tight, bro.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Wasn't tight enough, brother.
Hey, man, don't talk about Volkavius like that, man.
okay, her score. I mean,
Junichiro.
Yeah, he had the same card, so we got to give him shit too, right? Or her shit, whatever.
Junichiro effed up.
know
Well,
what it is.
Junichiro's another one
What
too.
they is?
Camijo?
Yeah.
Camijo?
Camijo.
Camijo.
That's definitely Japanese, not Spanish.
Damn.
It could be Camijo.
When he mentioned his toes being broken, it made a lot of sense to me because he's so good at managing like distance and range. He wasn't like really moving away.
was flat-footed.
From the he was very flat-footed, which
Yeah.
kind of makes sense now. Which I think that's why he was really disappointed. It's like I couldn't do what I wanted to do, and he knew he lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But dude, Volkov trained his ab to be rock hard to break toes. So
It's
shot.
because of the way that he throws his low kicks too. He's attacking with the foot.
yes,
Right? And so
Like a slap.
the gamble with that is that, well, here's the thing. Like either one, it's very long and rangy, so you can get out the way. But the other part is that if it gets checked on something hard, you're breaking your toes no matter what. So that's just kind of the gamble, but it didn't work out in his favor.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, they're not going to overturn it, but goddamn, that sucks.
Yeah, man.
Well, Dana said he was gonna take care of him. He went up to him afterwards. He was like, "You got fucked. We'll try to do this right by you."
That's
Shout out
cool.
to Dana White, dude.
Making it right.
Dana White privilege.
All right, we got Shavkat Rakhmonov versus David's favorite fighter, Ian Machado Garry. And I want to just say, Ian, pretty good.
Yeah, he did good.
Did good.
He's really good defensively.
Look,
He's an amazing
I
defensive
actually
fighter.
was, everyone was booing him in the theater. I was just like, he's not bad.
no.
He's an amazing defensive fighter. As far as entertainment wise, I don't think he's that entertaining.
I'll say this, right?
Did he stop
Why does
Shavkat?
why does Ian
Hey,
Machado Garry
great
get to
defense.
be celebrated for losing better?
What did I say? I was like, I was like, I can already see the post-fight interviews. I didn't get finished by this man. I got respect. I'm like, bro, shut up. You lost, dog.
And you lost decisively too.
Yeah, and you lost to a guy
He
that
said
had
he
a
didn't
torn
feel like
MCL.
he lost. He said that.
No, you lost, dog.
And also,
hey,
dude-
you lost, Ian Garry.
Like, look, no hate.
I can't stand him, bro.
What's your face?
Hey, look, no hate.
Yeah, change your accent when you talk about it.
No hate.
No hate,
No
brother.
hate. But like for him, it's like why am I celebrating something for losing better? Like I don't understand that. He still had the same issues that he had with the other fights. He couldn't get his hands going against a higher level fighter, right? You saw who connected better. It was Shavkat. Shavkat connected way better. His timing was so much better than Ian, and Ian has a longer reach. I think Shavkat still looked amazing. Like he's not the boogeyman anymore. I'm like, he's still fucking amazing. Did you see what happened? He had the rear. He fucking spun out of the shit and got top control. That's amazing.
That's what I was just saying. I'm like, everybody's talking about Ian Garry almost got him in choke. I'm like, yeah, it was so deep and Shavkat got out. So it's like,
Did you give any rounds to Ian Garry?
I think
I did.
I think round 3 it was.
Whenever he had
3
the
and
back
5,
control,
maybe.
I think it was
Round 5, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
or
3 and
5.
5.
Yeah, so I think I gave him 2. I think 3
3 and 5.
I think 3 we were like, all right, that might have been Gary's, and then 5 just because of that choke. But other than that, Shavkat still got out and kind of almost won the rest of the time of the round.
did. Yeah, he
so
absolutely did.
And if the argument is too for what I said earlier is like, well, you celebrated Aljo, but look at the exchanges that he had.
Exactly.
Right? These exchanges with Ian and like Shavkat, they weren't that great. It was just him against the cage defending against the
But
cage.
I also think it's different if Aljo went out and was like, well, I don't feel like I really lost that
Yes,
fight.
exactly.
You know, it's like, hey, you should have seen what I did in there, blah, blah. He was the boogeyman and I lost to him the best. Like, if he was saying all that, then we'd be like, all right, shut
I
up,
thought you
Aljo.
were the boogeyman, Ian.
dude, I called that shit. I was like, I already know how these fucking post-fight conferences are gonna go with this kid. I'm just like,
Like, and you said it the best. I remember, like, anytime I see an Ian Garry fight, I think of this, where it seems like he's fighting to not lose.
Yes.
Right? Like, he's not going out there and putting fighters on their back foot. So, like, defensively, very responsible, really good. But then again, it's like, it doesn't make for good fights, right? Because it's like, all right, well, what else is happening?
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of Ian Garry's fights kind of feel flat than we expect because like there's not much going on.
And then in his post-fight interview, too, he was talking about, look at what I've done. He goes, I dismantled Jeff Neal. I was like, no, you didn't. Most people thought you lost.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, it's, and I don't think it's him trying to be, you know, flamboyant for, like, the viewership. I think he truly believes.
I think it's more of a
And that
psyche.
rubs people the wrong way. I think.
Yeah, he has Conor McGregor talk without Conor McGregor results.
Yep.
Conor McGregor knocked out Jose Aldo, the reigning fucking king, in a matter of seconds.
Yeah.
So he gets to talk however he wants. His Eddie Alvarez fights, these were against like top level people.
Yeah.
So he has that Conor McGregor bravado, but with nothing to show for it.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay. So and he was like, I defeated Michael Venom Page. He cracked you way better on the feet.
And I thought Michael Venom Page won.
Yeah. For the that's what I'm saying. So like when he says these things too, it's like I like his bravado. I like the way that he talks, but because you don't have the things to show for it, it falls on deaf ears. And maybe that's something that he doesn't really understand.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know.
Because he was finishing people early on in his career, right?
I think he finished like
Song,
Yeah.
Song, the Chinese
the
guy.
and then
But the fights that everyone remembers, it's all Ian Garry like kind of hopping around, dancing,
Not finishing stuff,
moving
and that's
forward.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like those are the fights
but
that
you
we
saw
think of.
once the level of his opponent got up and up and up, all that
He's scared to lose.
Because at least when, you know, not to compare Conor, but like at least when Conor fought guys you knew he was supposed to beat, he would take them out in like the first round.
Exactly.
Like,
Super fast.
It was just like a finish.
But
it was a shutout.
It's like what David just said. The difference is Conor was knocking everybody out. He
Yeah.
was fighting the top guys,
decisiveness.
finishing them. You know, it's like you're not doing that, and then he's acting like he's demolishing these people. I'm like, you're not. And then he's like, I'm gonna be the champion next year, I promise. I'm like, but how? Because number one, you're not gonna beat Shavkat, okay? But then you still got Sean Brady. The grappling, you're not going to beat him there. I don't think you beat Jack, dog. Like, I don't know. I'm not a fan.
You know who Ian Garry kind of reminds me of? His fighting style kind of reminds me of like Leon Edwards.
Yeah.
That would be a good
Yes,
fight
yes,
in
yes.
That
March.
would be a fun
Great
fight.
I would like to see that fight.
Leon and Ian Garry, because then we get two counter strikers.
Like the Europeans fight.
Or it might be the worst fight
It
ever.
might be so boring, dude.
But then again, anytime, like even going into this fight with Shavkat, I didn't really think the fight was going to be like fireworks.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be kind of close. It was going to be back and forth, kind of like the way it was.
Yep.
Like not much happening, like a lot of fighting for position. I feel like that's going to be a lot of Ian Garry fights at this level.
I will say
Once he
this.
breaks in the top 5.
If Colby, I think he probably could have beat Colby.
Yeah.
Oh, I think he beats Colby for sure.
Yeah, I think that fight would have been a better fight for him.
Colby hasn't fought in so long.
Yeah, and
he's
the way
got a
Colby looked
nasty one.
against Leon,
Yeah.
like if he wasn't able to take him down, I think he could have beat Colby.
Now, even more than ever, I'm kind of bummed. Well, not bummed, but I really wanted to see what Joaquin Buckley and Ian Garry
Yes.
was going to be like.
Yeah.
Because Joaquin Buckley was going to push the pace.
Yeah.
He was going to like get in his grill and
Having
was
the
going to
back foot.
Yeah, it was going to force him to fight.
I think that would have been better for Ian.
Yeah.
Just to get one more in before you fight a Shavkat or some shit like that. Because we already know Shavkat's good enough. He already deserved the title shot. We already knew he was going to get it. So it's like, go and fight Joaquin. Get another fight in. Get a whole new style in. You're going to fight some guy that's going to push pace and
None
shit.
of this matters though, because Carlos Prata is going to be champion.
They were trying to do Carlos.
Dude, that's a problem.
Dude,
That's the guy.
Prates versus Garry. They can do that because they're kind of close in rankings too.
Dude, Ian Garry would not want to take
I think they want all these young guys to clear out some of these old dudes.
Yeah.
But the only old dude really is Kamaru and Colby.
Leon's been there for a while.
I know, but he's only 34, I think, right now, right?
Yeah.
Leon still got it. I mean,
Yeah.
I think he could still fuck with all the young contenders. Kamaru Usman, I'm not sure.
No.
Curious.
Haven't really seen much except for like these last minute fights he's been taking.
But
So
he's
we'll
fighting Jack, isn't he? I think that fight got.
That's
Madalena.
That's a tough
crazy.
fight,
Yeah.
bro. That's
Yeah.
a tough fight.
I don't know. Ian Garry sucks. Let's go.
All right, we got Pantoja, who said you're gonna send this Japanese fighter to UFC.
Oh, yeah. That was
and we're all like, oh shit, he almost said nip or something. I got nervous. This Jap.
I was talking to Bart about this, and he was like, I got Kai, right? And I was like, why? Because I saw some highlights. I was like, you need to go watch his fights.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. I was messaging Bart, and I was like, I guarantee you Alexander Pantoja is going to win decisively. The only way Kai's going to win is by a random knockout.
Yeah.
Number one, Kai Asakura, you guys are afraid. He's from Ryzen.
Yep.
He's never fought in a cage.
No
Yeah.
cage.
The cage is a completely different thing, right? And what did Pantoja do? Pantoja has been hit by a lot of things, and he wears hits very well. Once he gets to that inside part, that scramble is nuts. I think he has the craziest scrambles in the division. It's fucking insane to deal with that.
Yep.
High energy, high pace. How was Kai going to deal with it? He was trying to time that fucking knee. But once he fucking weathered the storm, it was pretty much done.
I figured as soon as Pantoja got him on the ground, it wasn't going to be close.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what happened.
Yeah.
But
He
that
lost to
new
Manel-
Kai Sakura, like, oh yeah. That'll be an interesting fight if they ever do that again for the third time. But Kai Sakura is like, you can tell he's so explosive. He's waiting for his timing is so good. So I was interested.
He can make
to
good
see-
fights, though. I think he brings a lot of
yeah,
energy to
absolutely.
the
Super
division.
exciting.
Absolutely.
He's
Great
a fun
pickup.
ad. He's a fun ad to it. But that's what we were talking about in there. I was like, dude, once Pantoja gets him on the floor, it's
Yeah.
game over.
What do you
Hey, what did you guys think of that call out? Pantoja and DJ.
thought
Dude,
it
I
was-
wanted that. Remember, I thought I was so confident that
I
shit was
like
gonna
DJ's
happen, dog.
response.
My black ass.
My black ass retired. Are you
yeah,
nuts?
that's tight.
Yeah.
It's also just weird to call out a retired person.
Yeah.
It's like he's retired.
And he's also with one.
Yeah.
yeah, he's retired. He's also with one. Doesn't have a great relationship with the UFC. Also, he's 38.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what's the whole point of calling
I
out?
thought that shit was fire, bro.
All right, that's why you
I
are
thought it
R
was
word.
fire.
Yeah.
That's why I'm a casual dude.
Yeah.
Because
no.
it does put heat on DJ because it is like, all right, we'll see. Can he come out of retirement? Because apparently he tied him in a bunch of DJ's records.
Yeah.
Like
He
most
did, yeah.
fights and like most wins at flyweight.
Most finishes now.
Yeah.
too.
So it's gonna be interesting to see. Like, okay, it's not gonna be comparable, but
Also, like, what Pantoja said, the level's different, and we kind of know that, right? Because
Yeah.
when we were talking, I was like, okay, he was winning over Ryzen, but what was the skill level?
Yeah.
Like, were the skill level compared to UFC guys? Were they compared to Brandon Royval, Moreno, Amir?
Well,
Like,
he's
Valve
two-
monster.
only
Just
two fighters. I would say
well-rounded
two
MMA
fighters.
fighter,
Manel, Kopp, and then Horiguchi. Those are the two
Yeah.
guys.
yeah.
and he knocked those guys. Well, he knocked out Kyoji early
Yep.
and lost to Manel.
So they should do it against the Japanese kid against Asakura again.
Ooh.
That'd be fucking sick, right? Two people from different organizations going
Dude,
at it.
Al-Bazi, throw him in with Asakura.
Honestly, I think just go to 35.
Oh,
Was it?
yeah.
Because he would normally fought at
He fought at
35.
35.
He said for this fight, he had to, like, for the 8 months, it was about dieting to get his weight down so
Yeah.
he can make 25.
Man, if he leaves this division, that flyweight division is going to be fucking dead. Because
Yeah.
then it's just Brandon on top and then Roy Ball. So, well, I don't know. Like, I think there are a lot of great contenders, but they need to start pushing this weight class a lot more because honestly, it's a really fun.
It's
weight
so
class.
good.
We need more Asians in there. We need
Oh,
more Japanese
Dude,
fellas.
get a little slant,
I was
eyes, you know.
trying to think.
We do good at lower weights.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
What are you gonna say? What you gonna say? Something
I
racial?
was trying to remember who Tara lost to. It was Brandon Royval, right?
Yeah.
And that was a close one. That
Yeah.
fight was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tatsuro Taira, get him against
That's
Asakura.
right. Yeah, that's right. That's a good
I
fight.
don't know. You gotta save the Japanese for
No.
other
But-
American
but
fighters,
do
though.
you
They,
just show-
they destroyed Korea for a
Yeah.
little bit.
But they just showed that guy.
And
that
put
guy don't
Korean
got
judges.
grappling, bro.
Yeah, only Korean judges, do it.
and refs.
Oh, everybody loses because they're Japanese.
Hey, wait till the Koreans go to 125. There'll be some Koreans at 125.
We're pretty big though.
Oh, but
Yeah, that's
dude,
true.
They're all
someone was
turtles.
asking-
Yeah,
Someone was
never
asking Dana. I think they might do a 115,
Dude,
an
they
atom weight for men. They
Really?
should, bro, because there's a lot of small guys.
They
out
should do that
there.
for women's too, bro.
Yeah, dude.
That'd
There'd
be
be
better for
way
women.
more fighters.
Oh no, so atom weight for women, and but the flyweight I think it is right, or whatever 115 is for.
I think
men.
atom weight.
That
Is it atom weight for men? Okay, yeah.
Bring the atom weight back. Get a bunch of people from Asia. It's gonna be exciting.
Oh yeah, they can. Yeah, dude.
Also, the UFC really fucked up by letting go that one guy who got in trouble for fighting Manel Kopp.
Mokaev?
Mokaev would be a good challenge to Pantoja.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that would've been a good one.
But that was
Honest-
a snoozer though.
Yeah,
That's what
honestly though,
everyone thinks.
Tara, I think he does the same exact thing to Asakura or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
Oh,
Asakura,
Asakura.
yeah.
Because that guy's grappling is insane. So it's like, dude, what?
He
what
jiu-jitsu guy.
yeah.
Fuji.
But Ian Garry sucks.
Yeah, he's really annoying.
He's just annoying. He doesn't suck, obviously,
Yeah.
but he's
He
just.
might be a
annoying.
great person if you get to talk to him. and
Cute
stuff.
kid.
Very cute
Yeah.
kid,
Cute
dude.
kid. You're right. I can
Only
see it.
redeemable quality about him.
This kid.
All right, what do you guys think? Some news. We got UFC 312 fight announcement. Sean Strickland is going to be fighting DDP, which I didn't think that was going to happen.
Yeah, no. That was gonna Hamza for
And
sure.
co-main is Tatiana Suarez versus Zhang.
Yeah.
Did you know that Sean Strickland used to have really long hair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called Tarzan. That was his
when
nickname.
he first was fighting.
And his
UFC.
voice was so soft and tender.
Surfer.
He's a sweet boy.
What happened to his voice? It's all scratchy now.
The red pill, dude. The red pill.
Red
gets
pill,
you.
man.
Oh.
Too much
Red pill
Andrew
gets you,
Tate.
dude.
Started smoking cigarettes and.
Yeah, his
Started
voice
popping
is-
zins.
Yeah.
Started driving trucks.
He was very respectful too when he was first in the UFC. He was like calm and he would like apologize for using like very salacious
I think
type of
he-
vocabulary.
I think he got in a motorcycle accident.
Oh, and it fucked his brain up probably. Huh?
Maybe. I
Well,
don't
he
know.
had said, I think it was almost like a John Jones thing. When he first started, he was trying to like play the game. You have to be respectful. You have to do that shit. And then he kind of was just like, fuck it. and
I'm a
just
piece of shit.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
started being himself.
Yeah, you guys kind of surprised that they didn't give Hamzat DDP because DDP wanted it.
I don't know. I'm not surprised. I mean,
I'm not surprised.
Strickland won, and he was beating everybody. He lost to him, but he beat everybody else. Beat Costa. Costa was ranked.
And I thought he won that first match.
Yeah, exactly.
How do you think the rematch goes?
I think DDP beats him.
Same.
I think DDP is on this this roll.
Mm-hmm.
You got to understand, man. He beat fucking Adesanya
Crazy.
and fucking Whitaker, and they're not on a decline either.
Yeah.
Right. In my personal opinion, I think Adesanya. If you guys look at that fight again, Adesanya looked great.
He had big moments.
He looked great.
Yeah.
I think Whitaker too. I don't know. Like, I just don't see him losing for a while. I think his chaos is actually planned chaos.
Yeah.
Right? Because before I was saying he looks like a drunk uncle, but it seems to be working. So he's doing something right. I can't see
It's a
it.
good game plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Chaos.
Chaos.
What do you guys think about Rada Hamzat's roast of Sean Strickland?
Is your
This is
dad?
your father.
I don't
Your dad?
I don't
That's
get it.
Strickland's Twitter name?
That's some weird Chechen humor, dude.
I don't. What does that mean?
That's what,
Because
because
you know
Chechen humor. I don't know.
the whole issue with Sean Strickland's dad when he talked about it in the press conference, and then like DDP brought it up, and then he was like, "I'll fucking kill you if you bring up my dad again."
But YP, yeah.
This is
he's,
I
Chechen.
wonder
It's
if he saw
Chechen
this
humor,
was
guys.
laughing and showing all his friends are like, ha ha ha.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me pull this, brother.
I'm telling you, that's foreign guy humor, dude. That's
Yeah,
fucking-
everybody's like, oh.
It was
That's
racist.
hilarious.
If I say his father black, he going to be angry.
Buy my crypto.
This is that, dude.
Yeah,
But I
father,
think
Umar
Sean
Johnson.
wins.
Oh wow.
But I see. I'm not even. It's not even a hater. I thought DDP was gonna beat Izzy,
Yeah.
but I just think Sean. I think he knows what he's getting into, and I think he's gonna be able to push the pace, and
He's gonna be ready for it.
he's
now.
gonna be ready for it.
Hey, you might be right. Now I'm a flip. I don't know.
I do feel like Sean Strickland's style is gonna be a really hard style for anyone to beat at 185.
He's also awkward too. They're two awkward
Yeah.
fighters.
Yeah, so it's like
But drunk uncle,
But also,
drunk uncle.
drunk
versus-
uncle DDP.
I said this when he fought Izzy. I've always Dricus is just strong, and I think he's stronger than
Physical.
people expect. So he's able to take people down, and he did take Sean down a couple times. So I think he could possibly use that more this fight, and then kind of just win like a decisive win. But I think Sean's ready. I think he's gonna be ready for what's coming, and kind of just keep that pace, keep that check. That
Yo, do you
teep
guys-
kick
Yeah.
and everything.
Did you guys? I don't know. I forgot to talk about this, but it was so awkward when they brought Belal to the cage.
Oh my God,
Dude.
Joe Rogan did him wrong.
You know what made me laugh so hard? It's like when he won the belt, they didn't say it was him. They literally forgot his name. The security guards didn't even know who he was.
Yeah.
What is going on?
Also, he was dressed like a civilian.
How come
maybe-
people?
That's tight though. That's
How
tight.
come people
Belal.
just don't
He's
know?
humble,
who
brother.
He's wearing a sweatsuit, dog. It's like, bro. But also, it's just like, don't make your nickname remember the name, because then I feel like that's gonna make people not remember your
Yeah,
name.
yeah, for sure.
And that's
Like-
literally what's happening.
Yeah.
The security guards don't know who he is. When he was getting the belt, they forgot his name.
There's something to it.
Oh my God! It's like psychologically, there must be something to this.
But
right?
but it might be Bilal's like, I don't want to say life story, but I bet that's how he sees. That's like, oh, everyone fucking forgets me, dude.
That's how he's fueled.
Yeah, so that's probably he got such a chip on
Bilal
his
is like,
shoulder.
"You're not Bilal Muhammad. Go sit down." It's like, fuck
I
these
know
security
him.
guards.
You're not him.
He's like,
You're
dude,
not.
you're wearing sweatpants. Get out of
Yeah,
here, dude.
get out here, bum, before I beat your ass.
Hey, low key though, after seeing Shavkat fight, I think Bilal beats him.
I
bro.
think so.
Oh, same.
I know, but see,
I
I,
agree.
wish
100%.
Shavkat didn't have a torn MCL, if it's true.
Yeah, I bet it's true. I bet it's
Yeah.
true.
So it's like,
He
you
didn't
know,
But even with the MCL, I feel like Bilal,
Got a bone infection.
the pace,
bro,
bro.
the pace, like he's a dog.
He's never on his back foot either. They're gonna
Team-
have to meet
yeah.
the center.
Team Khabib Bilal is a different level.
true.
Brother.
What is it with like Habib? Like he's not
The
like
pace, bro.
They're not like other Dagestanis. It's very different. Like whatever father's plan is. If you look at the roster of everybody his father has coached and even Habib has coached, they're like undefeated.
So good.
How the fuck do you
Strong
develop?
fundamentals.
I can
dude.
tell you why. Inshallah.
Inshallah, brother.
In salad.
Yeah, you have gold machine gun like me. Please, brother. Sean Strickland, come see me.
Let's make some quick picks here. We got UFC Fight Night in Tampa. Covington versus Buckley, the new fight. Alex, who you got?
I'm gonna go Buckley.
New Manza.
He just keeps winning,
Knock
and
if
I
you
think
buck, my
I think
boy.
Colby's done, bro.
Yeah, I
think
think he's been out of it for a while.
he's
He
done.
did good in his
Easy.
last few fights.
I think Colby, dude. I actually, you know what? I'm gonna say this. I think Buckley finishes Colby
First round.
No, I think like third round.
Oh,
I think it's an easy fight for Buckley. And it feels weird saying that because Colby Covington is such a game person. But just from what we've seen recently, and then he's been out of it for so long, and then Joaquin Buckley is on a tear. He's also huge for this weight class. It's going to be a problem.
But also Trump.
He also doesn't
2025.
get tired either, surprisingly.
Yeah, his cardio is good. He made that whole hood fighting, street fighting thing work, bro, and he's going with it.
he light on his feet.
Yeah.
New Mansa.
I'm gonna go Buckley. I think he's gonna catch him with some
Yeah.
coming in on a takedown. I think that's what's gonna happen.
Same. All right, we got Cub Swanson versus Billy Quarantillo.
I love Cub, but I got Billy.
I can't go against Cub.
Nah,
Sorry,
I'm
OG
going
bias
Cub.
all
I'm
day.
going Cub.
I don't care if he's
Cub all
my
day.
favorite.
I think Billy Quarantillo's style works more in favor for Cub because Billy Quarantillo, like, he gets hit. Like, he looks good until he doesn't. And for Cub is slick, dude. Especially if you've seen his last fights. I don't know what he's
Tricky.
doing. He's just really
He's odd.
Yeah, he's just odd. He's super slick recently, and I think like Billy's gonna have he's gonna walk into some shots that he's not gonna see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that.
Fine. I mean, does everybody go against me?
If you're all mad at me, just say so.
Manel Cop versus Bruno Silva. Is he a fighting nerd? No.
No, he's not.
Every Brazilian
He's a fighter.
All of a sudden,
Racist, dude. I think Manel Cop's gonna win. I think, yeah.
Man,
No
now,
Cop is sick, dude.
he's tight. Especially if he calls him the F word after.
Oh yeah, dude.
You know, I'm honestly
Fun
not
guy.
the biggest fan of Manel Cop because of all the shenanigans. And,
I like it.
He used to miss weight all the time and then talk shit. You're just like,
Oh, yeah.
all right. But I think
good.
he's gonna win this fight.
I think he's gonna make weight this time. What do you guys think?
yeah,
If he doesn't make weight, cut him, dude.
dude.
If he doesn't make weight, he's still going.
He's missed weight 3 times, I think.
Well, not cut him. Go up.
Yeah,
Go
Oh
up.
yeah, make him go to
Yo,
130.
Bruno's good too, though. His last fight with Durden was fun.
it was, but
you
he's
saw
not gonna
Durden.
win this one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think Manel Cop's gonna fucking make it look easy. To be honest with you.
Vitor Petrino versus Dustin
Petrino.
Jacoby.
I got Jacoby.
Jacoby's still slick, bro.
Oh, yeah.
He's got very good kick blocks, but Petrino is a scary guy.
Yeah, he hits really hard. I think it's gonna be the technical fighter versus the hard hitter. Who are we gonna go with though?
I got Jacoby knockout.
Yeah, I like Jacoby.
As a dog, 245 underdog.
I'll make
That's
some money.
nice.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
underdog fantasy.
Anything?
What you thinking, Gil? What's your read on
Dustin Jacobs make some money.
Ooh.
Just Dustin Jacobs?
Dustin Jacobs.
I think he lands a straight right down the middle, puts him on his ass.
Oh,
Yeah, because he does like looping shots.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, I'll go with Jacoby. Let's go rock with Jacoby, man.
Look at that. Look at this guy.
What actually?
He beat a heavyweight. He beat a heavyweight.
Yeah, he did. He
Oh yeah,
knocked him out,
his chin got touched up by Reyes though.
Ah, fuck.
He might be damaged goods coming into the.
How old is Jacoby right now?
He's older.
He's older. He's like 38, 39 maybe, low key.
He's been KO'd by Pereira in the past.
I'm gonna go Vitor.
I still got Jacoby though. I still think.
I think the youth. I think
it's the
Petrino,
youth that's
Petrino,
concerning.
Petrino.
Hey,
right
don't.
now.
Why everybody switching up on me again, dude? You was
Yeah, I'm
with me.
gonna
Hey, you know what, dude?
Hey, bro,
Jacoby.
we've
You know
seen
what?
your
Jacoby,
picks where you
Vitor.
have missed every single pick on every card. And that's happened a couple times.
Alex picks with heart. He knows what the real answer is, but he always goes
I
hard.
do, but I've recently been picking not with that,
And it's
I've
pretty
been
good, huh?
I've been acing cards.
Yeah.
and I'm just like, maybe I should just actually pick who I think's actually.
Maybe we should do research.
But
before
I
we
do
pick.
honestly think Jacoby, because this Vitor guy, am I mistaken? Did he lose to Smith? Is that the guy that got submitted by
Look,
Smith?
he
Or am
lost
I,
to
think,
Lionheart?
am I thinking
I
it's
think
a
he
different
did.
person?
Yeah, I think he did. He got gassed out or
Scroll
something
up.
like that.
Yeah, he got submitted. Yeah.
that was
He's
in the
young.
first
He makes
round.
mistakes, and I just think Jacoby's a really long, tall guy that has he can keep his distance when striking. He's an elite level striker, and the other guy's gonna try to submit him, and I think he's gonna get caught with a straight punch.
I think I'm gonna go Petrino on this one.
I'm gonna go Petrino.
All right, all right, guys. What the fuck, man?
It's
Audience
I
is
poured my
so
heart out.
Audience
I poured
is
my
so
heart out.
confused
Hey,
right
looking
now.
at his record, looking at his past fights, you're like, I think Petrino, dog.
yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, shout out Yanez though.
Yeah, Adrian
God, get off
the fight.
Yanez
Everybody's
versus
turning him.
Daniel Marcos.
I'm gonna go Marcos.
I'm not going against Yanez.
Nah, Giannis all day.
Giannis gonna
Giannis.
get that.
I'll just coming here if he wins. He
Dude, I
said.
fucking love this fool's boxing, man.
Chris,
Oh, I think I say body. That was wild.
Oh, that shit too, dog.
boxing in his body. Bro, I got Navajo, bro.
Nah, but
Navajo all day.
Sterling, Navajo.
Hey, who the fuck is Tuco Tokos?
Yeah, dude. Don't only do upper body.
Yeah, dude, you're from England too. Who
Tuco.
wins from England? Like, what the hell?
Tuco's a fucking hard ass name, dude. Tuco Salamanca.
So,
Man, that's-
Michael Johnson.
Michael Johnson's still fighting?
hey man, don't disrespect.
Low-key.
my
Ooh,
guy.
hey, that's a banger fight under
Low-key,
that.
I got Michael Johnston.
I'm always gonna go Michael Johnson. I just didn't know he was still
straight
fighting.
cross, straight
Yeah,
left
he's
down the pipe.
22 and 19.
always so good until he's not.
Yeah.
I
Hey.
got Ottoman. But this fight's a good fight, bro.
Alvarez is the
Yeah.
future.
He's good.
He's really good.
He's another Taboria.
I don't
Dracarco's a
think-
dog right now.
I don't think Dracar Close should be plus 300.
that a clone?
No. I think it should be closer.
No, yeah,
Oh, I
it
think
should
that's
be a lot
right.
closer.
Yeah?
I think that's right.
No, Dracar's
I think
good, bro.
He's a dog.
Can you say his name?
He's a dog.
Dracar close. He's from Arizona. He trains
My
out there,
favorite
dog.
fragrance, dude.
Yeah,
Remember,
sorry.
remember when he got pushed and hurt his neck?
Oh yeah. by
Has he
Jeremy
been back
Stevens.
since?
Yeah, he's won. Watch, click his name.
Click his name. Hey, click
his
Gil,
name.
click his name, bro.
Okay, cool. Let's do this faster though, huh?
Yeah, hurry up, dude.
Selecki. Oh shit. Oh, he beat Rafa Garcia.
Bro, he's on a little tear right now.
Oh, he beat Silva, dude.
Yeah,
That's a good win.
I'm saying, bro, he's on a little tear right now. I think he's gonna take it.
type
I
shit.
think Drakkar Close is going to get TKO.
I think
Let's
Joe Alvarez,
go.
I think Joe Alvarez is still going to win, but I don't think Drakkar Close is going to. That's a too big of an underdog.
And that's no disrespect to Drakkar Close. I think he's game. I think
Alvarez,
Joel
though.
Alvarez has the tool bags to take him out.
From España.
Fernando's from out here. He trains at Team Oyama.
And what else here? We got Sean
Former
Woodson.
fat boy Sean Woodson.
Yeah, that guy has the weirdest body. Remember?
Yeah.
He was like he's a daddy long legs body.
His head is like gigantic.
Don't call a man daddy.
He is built like Monsters Inc. The green guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, like
okay.
no, straight up. Like it's long arms, no torso.
If he comes with a hard hat, oh man,
that'd
that's
be
gonna be crazy.
Mike Woodson been looking good too
His,
lately.
his
he's-
boxing's good.
Woo!
That's a tough fight, bro.
Yeah.
I think Woodson.
I go Woodson, dude. I think Woodson has. I think he has something to him lately.
All right, I think was that the longest main. Okay, we're in prelims. All right, anything else interesting here?
No, not really.
Nah. you're
Oh,
good.
Davey Grant. I love Davey Grant's style. But he's getting older.
He's getting older. But
Ramon.
honestly, he gets that fight. I'm telling
Yeah.
you right now, he
Oh,
gets that
He
fight.
beats Ramon.
Look at this
Yeah,
female
I guess
Alex.
You know Ramon Tavares?
Yeah, I know him. Davey got that fight.
All right, just to finish it off for this female fight, David.
Well, they both have little top knots, but I'm gonna go. I think the right
Ew.
one looks more like a carpet muncher, so we're gonna go with
The one on the right, huh?
Buff. Do you think that's more Buff Muff?
She trains
You
with
think
Jason.
so?
Hey, she trains with Jason Park. So
Oh, really?
Pick
Hey,
wisely.
Buff Muff all day, Venezuela, dude.
Korean coach, come on. All
With those
day.
eyebrows like this,
Hey,
I
man.
think she's going to win a
Hey,
fight.
look at that size of that forehead. She got thoughts.
Guys, that's our show.
Dun, dun, dun.
Da-da. Da-da-da-da. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We love you. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.